The billion-dollar question is, how long can this rally in U.S. stocks continue, even though valuations are very lofty at this point?
Yeah, it can keep going. It's like a runaway train. And it's down. It started when the Donald was elected, not his inauguration, but from then. It's led to the fastest ever 1,000-point rise in the Dow, and as you've said, every single index is at a new all-time high. So technically, there's no denying the damn thing is going up. What could be wrong with it? What is wrong is the valuation basis. By its own historic yardsticks, it's expensive, hideously expensive. Not quite an all-time record, but you've got to go back to 1929 or early 2000 to get to the period when it was more expensive. So valuation is not a timing tool, but at some point the runaway train will run out of momentum and it will correct to a cheaper valuation.
Could it run out of energy, just to jump in on that point, because one of the big duds on the markets has been the energy sector, so it's been quite unusual to have the S&P rallying, but energy not being one of the laggards.
Well, several huge trends altered. For years we had a period of disinflation, falling interest rates, falling commodity prices. All of those trends have changed with the Donald election. So now the whole era has altered. So Mr. Market likes the man, even if no one else does. And Mr. Market is pulling the carriages are other world markets. They're following the US train upwards, basically.
You're using this train analogy quite a lot. So my question to you is, what will derail this apart from valuations coming down? Is it a policy misstep by Donald Trump? Is it a Fed misstep of hiking too early and too often?
There are two possible outcomes. One is the train just runs out of momentum. Friction eventually just slows it down. Being in office is a lot harder than getting into office, and some of the things he wants to do he won't be able to do. The thing will just come to a stop. The alternative is it runs so fast it falls off the rails. And I can very clearly remember 1987. The secular trend, the Reagan-Thatcher secular trend that began in 1982, was very early in that secular uptrend, and yet in 1987 you came in one day and the market's down 22%, you can have a crash. And you could do that because you were too darned expensive too soon. So the valuation basis on the market can easily correct, even if nothing goes wrong with the economy.